Hello and welcome back to another random review and how-to. Today we're troubleshooting the Cub Cadet XT1 not starting. I thought it was a battery problem, so I took my battery out and actually brought it to AutoZone, had them test it. Battery's perfectly fine, so I kept jumping it. That would get the tractor started, but there was a clicking noise that was happening here under the seat, and it was actually happening towards the back. So doing a little troubleshooting online, I realized that my solenoid was probably bad, so I took that out, and sure enough, as you can see here, it was. This part over here is not supposed to be bent like that, and if you look kind of closer, you can see it melted. So this piece went bad. It's a $15 piece online. I have a link down below to Amazon to buy that, but pretty easy to get out. You got to pull out the battery harness in the compartment there, pull the battery out, and then as you get underneath there, you'll be able to see there's some harnessing that goes down here from the battery. So my battery connections are right here. Then they go down and they connect into the back, and this solenoid actually sat right where that little hole is in the back there, where those clips go. So there's a screw that comes out. It kind of has this little notch on it to catch the back, and you can see on the back here, it kind of catches right here and in these two screw areas right here. So you can take it out super easily. I just had to use a socket set for that. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this new replacement part. You can see it comes with the bolts and the nuts, or the nuts, I'm sorry. It comes with all that, not melted. So I'm just going to fit that back in there and then put it in, and then we screw in the two relays from the harness here that goes to the battery. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that and show what it looks like after the fact. All right, so as you can see, we're going to end up getting this piece to go in this way, upside down. So these two clamps down here, there's a green and an orange cord down here. The green cord goes far away, orange cord's close. You can see we have two little red leads here. The one, once this is in, the one that's coming out of the wiring harness there goes on this far side. The one that comes directly from the battery goes on the right side. So we're gonna go ahead and connect all of that together. This piece actually has to go in like this and then clamp towards the back. There's a little screw and nut that should be on your original harnessing there. Just make sure you try to keep everything as you go. Okay, so you can see there, I got the piece in. It is threaded on the back, so as you put that bolt in, it's gonna be threaded. There is a nut there that goes with it, which just dropped. I'm gonna go ahead and connect my wiring harness now. All right, well, that proved to be a little more difficult than I wanted it to. So it's very tight underneath there, getting everything on. Now, I gotta get my two leads from the battery, then going back in. So again, this one goes on the far end here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take off this bolt or nut. And there's a washer there, locking washer. So I'm gonna put that back on, put our nut back on. Because everything down here rattles a lot too, I mean, obviously it's a tractor, we want to make sure we tighten everything down because it'll shake itself loose over time. Grab my, this is our other connector we're going to put on right there. Now, instead of also putting everything back together and just walking away and then starting it, I'm going to connect the battery real quick, just make sure everything starts up. Ensure I have all my connections properly done. So there we go. You can see everything now is connected and hooked up inside there. Again, not tightened down all the way, but we'll take care of that at the end. And then I got my positive and negative leads. I'm going to connect that to my battery and give it a start. So here I got it started. I actually still had to jump it, so I don't know if it was just because it was the first time and needed to kind of rev up. I don't know, but it's running. So at least that problem's fixed, solved. Had to jump it to crank it, but here we are. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to buy that solenoid online, I got a link down below. Thanks for watching. This was an update on the Cub Cadet not starting. The XT1 was not starting. It ended up being a solenoid that melted, so we replaced that and put it all back together.